Hi, I'm Teresha Young, Relationship Master Coach, and welcome to your Making Moves Motivation.
Helping you to truly have the fullness of love, life, and relationships of all kinds that you desire and deserve.
For today's motivation, I would like you to think about, are you grieving the loss of a relationship? Let's start by acknowledging that relationship breakups can be really tough. There can be many reasons for relationships breaking down. It might have been likely to have happened because there were relationship problems, or sometimes it's most unexpected and a bolt out of the blue. You might have ended a relationship or someone else did. But when your heart is truly broken, it can feel like a part of you has died inside. And I get it because I've been there too. And that's because it is like a part of you has died. It's a part of you that counted on your partner, a part of you that may have made plans for the future with your partner that are no longer going to exist. Heartache can feel more than just an emotional pain at that time. It can feel like a physical pain, a tightness, a heaviness in the chest. And you may be thinking, will I ever feel normal again? That's because when we lose a significant relationship, we can grieve that loss. It's almost like somebody has actually died. But know that you have the power within you to overcome this. So in this video, I'll be sharing the 5 stages of grieving the end of a relationship. Sometimes we think that someone will be there for our life story when they were only meant to be there for a chapter. You can truly heal from a breakup, and healing is a process. It is said that time is a great healer, and there is no time frame on how long it will take to heal from a relationship breakup. It's what you do within that time that matters. You will probably have to explore self-love like you've never ever done so before, and that will require a bit more than just the typical self-care habits you have, such as spending time with people that lift you up, going on a walk, pampering yourself. They are so important in the healing process. For the next chapter, you will have to explore self-love to another level, because you will have to believe in yourself to overcome this time. You will have to figure out who you truly are, because you may feel like you have lost yourself along the way, and that requires true emotional mastery. To help with the healing, it's important to understand the grieving process, because this will help you to go gently on yourself and to honor each stage of your thoughts, your feelings, and your emotions. Elizabeth Kubler-Ross's model is so helpful for explaining the grieving process and the stages that we go through. And this has been beautifully explained by Dr. Sarah Sritz. And I will pop a link to her article in the comment section or description section below. And I have also expanded upon this article in this video. So here are the 5 stages of grieving the end of a relationship.
However, before I continue, if you've not already subscribed to this channel, then remember to do so. And turn your notifications on by clicking that bell so you don't miss out on more life-transforming content to live your best life. And if you like this video, remember to give it a thumbs up. Now let's get back to today's topic.
The first stage is denial. In this stage, you don't feel much besides numb. When you are in denial, which is sometimes called shock, you usually haven't fully understood what has happened, and you haven't experienced some of the difficult feelings that you will soon be facing. If you stay stuck in denial, you cannot heal. The second stage is anger. You may be angry at your ex, angry at yourself, angry at the person who you blame for breaking the two of you up. You may even be angry at a higher power, such as God or whoever you worship, the universe. You may be feeling feelings of rejection, abandonment. How dare you do this to me? I don't deserve it. However your anger shows up, it's important to feel it, to acknowledge it, and to express it to its full extent, because this helps with the healing process. But be sure to express it in a way that doesn't hurt or cause harm to anyone, including yourself, physically, emotionally, or mentally. You could find healthy, safe, constructive ways to express your anger through journaling, writing down all of the ways that you are feeling, and then perhaps even tearing up the piece of paper afterwards. You could punch a pillow, or do a boxing class, go for a run, or you might even decide to talk to a therapist. But just find healthy, constructive ways to release that anger. The third stage is bargaining. In this stage, you want to go back to the past and fix and change what has happened. You might promise to never yell again or do things differently if you could just have the relationship back as it was. You might even wish that your ex would change their mind and come running back to you. In this stage, you could also be feeling guilt and regret, and you may wish that hindsight wasn't 2020. The fourth stage is depression. After you realise that bargaining didn't work, you fall into the depression stage or grief. And this is different from clinical depression because this is a normal reaction to the loss of a relationship. You might feel sad, you might feel lost, you might feel like just not yourself. You might have trouble eating, sleeping, and enjoying activities during this stage. And although it might feel like this will last forever, know that it won't. Actually, none of these stages last forever and they're not linear. You may find your grief bouncing around from stage to stage until it finally settles down into the fifth and final stage. The fifth stage is acceptance. In the acceptance stage, you begin to accept that things have changed and the relationship you once enjoyed is no longer part of your life. Whilst you might not be happy with this change, you accept it as true and learn to focus on other positive aspects of your life. See it as it's meant to be so that you can truly be happy again. It may take a while, but you will. Now, through my own personal experience of a breakup and those I helped to also deal with it, forgiveness is a key aspect of the acceptance stage. Forgiveness is about you releasing any toxic, unforgiving thoughts, feelings, emotions, and energies you have around the breakup and exchanging them for peace and compassion. Now, let's get one thing straight. Forgiveness is not about you condoning your ex's behavior and his decision or her decision. It's about you choosing to free yourself from your emotions that are burdening you and causing you pain. It's about you choosing to own your happiness, to own your power, to be nice to yourself, to have loving thoughts about yourself, to move forward with your life. Because once you are able to forgive, you are truly able to heal. And my Making Moves motivation video on how to fall in love with yourself can help you with the self-care process during a relationship breakdown. And I will drop a link to this video in the comment section or description section below. Because remember, you are resilient and you can choose to learn and grow from the situation. Perhaps it's a good time for you to explore a passion or a new hobby. Or perhaps you could do some work on yourself so that you are able to grow and develop the qualities that will enable you to attract the type of person that you deserve and you desire in your life. Now, the grieving process is a roller coaster journey, and there may be times when you are triggered by an anniversary or birthdays or any other important event that may elicit some of these feelings that you were feeling when you were going through the grief process. And sometimes they just hit you like a bolt out of the blue. But once you have managed to master your emotions, you'll be able to deal with whatever is thrown your way in a self-loving, empowering manner. So there you have it. The 5 stages of grieving the end of a relationship are 1. Denial, 2. Anger, 3. Bargaining, 4. Depression, and 5. Acceptance. I would love to hear your thoughts on this. How has a relationship breakdown affected you? Have you found yourself bouncing around the grief process? Let's talk about this. Drop a comment below. Again, I'm Teresha Young, your relationship master coach, and I'm here to help us to connect, evolve, and rise together so that you are truly able to have the fullness of love, life, and relationships of all kinds that you desire and deserve. I look forward to seeing you on the next video.